getting started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... out to the 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught near the sticks. It's up. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Throws to the back. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw again. That's caught. It's Sategna. Still running at the 40. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
This quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there were some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time. Opening drive of the game, he finds the matchup he likes, and that was an absolute dime.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Gonna swing it on second down. Moving away from pressure. Got some room into the goal line. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
Throw to the end zone. Picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire plate.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little Brown covered to pick up the first. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Pulls and fires complete to the right. On to running room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That should have been a fucking
pick.
pick.
Start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. LSU right back to the line. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. Receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. He'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Bringing the heat. Moving out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Bulldozes his way through. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
Should not let me hike the ball.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Oh, they're after him. The short hands, it's Thomas. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Looking to buy time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
To tie it and couldn't do it. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Sharp. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Anderson. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
LSU quick to the line. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He's looking deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown LSU.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The offense changing the play. They'll start this drive going to the air. He fires one deep down the right side.
Beamer.
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown Sooners.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This drive will open open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming.
Thank you.
Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Intercepted. A first half turnover to swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you
Unleashes one deep. To the end zone and is picked off. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Going up top.
Oh my god, bro, I gotta run. Eat that shit. Oh,
and the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have him.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
And tackled there by the defense.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man. It's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
It's fucking deep.
Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
On the run, it's on.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on.
He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming.
Hey, that was
Trying to slam in. He's in the end zone for the 2 as the lead now stands at 6. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the marker, it's Durham. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Thomas.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Durham. Inside the 45. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility.
The running back for real,
He can catch
though,
it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for the big play. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision.
That's the way they move.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's Ncaa. Here comes the heat.
Thank you.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover.
Fucking time we go.
So first down will open up the final period. Looking for room. It's up. Picks up the first down, still moving. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. play action. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush. Great play by this offense.
The Sooners are flying down the field. To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
This defense knows that turnovers win games. And here in this 2-minute situation with the lead, they've got a chance to shut the door if they can create one, and they did it right there. Great job getting that ball on the ground and then being there to fall on top of it. They're going to leave here with a W.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The corners are walked up tight. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Thank you.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Oh,
Touchdown Sooners.
nigga.
The defense putting points on the board.
How about that play by this defense?
That's big dog shit, nigga.
The game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
To the air, it's Mateer. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 15, here's the return. A little room. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown,
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Hold on to the ball.
Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like Which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Catch in the middle. It's Sategna. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. The Sooners have moved it inside the 20. Power football with the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll run it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Throwing right. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff on the very first play of the next drive. Let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good. And I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Paul.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big...
Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Sooners will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be... Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Trying to set up the screen. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Using his legs to buy some time. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
QBs running around, it's normal nowadays. You see such good athletes at the quarterback position. But I tell you what, he better start sliding too. Get some first downs, that's fine. Get some yards, that's fine. Make sure you slide on the ground so you don't take too many licks like that.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Quick toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Makes the grab past the mark.
We spent $11 to get there.
48, no need to measure it to first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Kept getting his pass to mark.
Bitch ass nigga. You know about to keep running around.
Didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays. And when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble and recovering it. Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll run play action. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, into the end zone, you've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To throw, it's Reed. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. On the move. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They've got a first down here to open the period. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver. Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. The Aggies will hustle to the line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Quickly complete. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs.
Turning it on! Bust through behind his pad. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't scramble.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. He wants to throw it. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2, and they go on top 8-7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. He's going up top. He's got it down the left. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. He might want another play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pulls it in. It's up. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. He's got him wide open. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Under fire. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Big fella moving. Into the
Let's go, boy.
Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Looking to throw. He's got it for the two-point conversion. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got the first down and still on his feet. Turning on the Jets. The 40. He's at the 30. There he goes. Touchdown, Aggie. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching
He
his
just
head.
broke
The
10
final play
tackles.
of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down.
Should
With
be
all those
weird
bodies
as
back
hell,
playing
bro.
prevent, that is a terrible job of defense. And to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
Back to throw. It's Reed. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Got the quick pass. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Hits a seam wide open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown Sooners. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Owens. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Back to throw, it's Reed. Rushes on him. Finds a man on the right. Good call. Good
Go for the ball the right way, though,
execution.
fam.
They move the chains,
Like,
and
what
they
the fuck
have
is
first
that you
down
do?
at the 38.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Setting up the screen. Powers through the defender.
Bro,
Just gashing this defense.
I'm gonna make him pay for some shit. I ain't gonna lie. He doing too much.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it.
Sure, I could shoot that dude.
Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Aggies are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets drilled as he releases.
He's there.
Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. We'll kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Quickly complete. Gets away from one, he's got space. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Man, this shit keep happening. It's like,
looks as
you
if
know,
they
you
didn't
like
get
to
it
do
off in
something.
time. It'll be a delay of game.
Yeah,
Offense
it's
took
just
a little
like
bit too
that,
much
but-
time at the line there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And it's like, yeah, I thought that shit was so 2,000.
They'll go to the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Using the quick game. And the Buckeyes brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Good timing on the quick out. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. The noise level is relentless here on second down. With jet sweep pass. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Oh, yeah. You go right there. You go there.
First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch. Go. here. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
This defense is there again. They keep feeding the back, and he finds no success at all. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Using his feet. Running toward the goal line. It's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pocket breaking down.
Good defense.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Gives it on the option. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. Quarterback may change this route. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Pulls it in. It's Burks. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. To the air. It's Mateer. Pulls it in. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Wide open spaces. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going
for a big play downfield.
No!
The deep ball was there, and it just
Because
his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack. Set them back, but they'll go for it here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close close on that one as he got
I did not think I was going to get that pass off. I was just trying
trying to pick up a first down. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Gets it out quickly. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Sooners want to move quickly. Trying to get it to the marker.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? Picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Motion from the wideout. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. They'll go to the ground. Fighting off the defender. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Complete to start this drive. Oh, he's got some space. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Looking to pass. It's Ncaa. They've got the screen set up. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got his man.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They'll run the option.
Oh my God. Yeah, y'all
And
got
they'll
me
ride
take
him
that.
down,
I'm
but not
playing
before
it.
he
I'm
picks up the
fucking
first
playing
down. And
it.
how about the timing on that pitch?
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
He'll pull it down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And that play looked great when they drew it up in the playbook. Did not look so great when this defense snuffed it out.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolute shank. Missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Oh my God, that stadium, volcano,
every time. Like,
what?
Field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Rides to back and leaves it. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Position, they've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoops
Dude,
his
he
way
shanked
to the
that
first down
bitch.
and then slides to avoid the hit.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
We got 4 people in the chat watching right now.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
First down.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up
Oklahoma,
at the
my
45-yard line. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes
I
left to play in this one. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Steps away. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Why the fuck that fat ass ain't blocked, man?
He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Burks.
First down.
But they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
Y'all always doing it to me, though. Don't ever do that shit to nobody else. Why don't nobody else team do that shit?
Line gets set. 1st down. The snap sets up to throw. game.
I know I ain't just lose this game like that, bro. This should be. Oh, my
Here in the fourth quarter,
God.
one play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
Oh, my God.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Honestly, I don't think in this situation of the game you need to be taking shots that far down the field. You need high percentage throws. You need to be able to play pitch and catch and move this ball down the field, down a bit.
Got it! Touchdown, Ohio State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
I ain't gonna lie, he ain't bogus for that shit.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. He's going to take off.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive
They just played it so crazy on me this
loses
game.
a ton of yards.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires to the right. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on
Dog, this game just played it so crazy, bro.
The inside handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. This crowd knows when to bring it. Touch pass on the right. Lights off a defender. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. The offense coughs it up, and the offense will maintain possession. And son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the